No intro is needed for this video. The law of attraction works. When I started this YouTube channel, it took me a little under 6 months to reach 100 subscribers. And after I reached 100 subscribers, it took me 2 weeks to hit 200 subscribers. After that, it took me 1 week to hit 300, then 1 week to hit 400, then 1 week to hit 500, then 600, 700, so on and so forth. And want to know what changed from me grinding to get 100 subscribers in 6 months compared to me getting 100 subscribers every other week? Is that I stopped chasing for it. Listen, don't get it twisted. I'm very passionate about the YouTube, but I stopped chasing for it because I came to the understanding that anything that is meant for me will come. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're at a job interview and you really need this job. It pays well, it's comfortable, it's not too much work, and you really want this job. So at the interview, you end up really needing this, and that neediness, that desperation, it ends up showing in the interview. You end up stumbling your words, you end up making it know that you really need this job, you end up being a little bit desperate, and it shows in your character, it shows in your demeanor. 9 times out of 10, you will fumble that job interview. You will not end up getting that job, even though you really need it and even though you really want it. But if you were to go into that same job interview and act in a way like, yeah, I need this, but if I don't get it, I'm going to be good, that is going to make them want to hire you. Because think about it, right? Let's say the interviewer or the employer were to ask you, hey, how much do you think you would want to earn working for us every year? And you mention a number and say that, oh, this is what another company offered me. That would make the job interviewer and that would make the employer think that you are such high value that all these other jobs want to hire you, so they should hire you right now at that moment so they don't fumble their own bag. The moment you stop begging and the moment you stop chasing is the moment you start attracting, because what is meant for you is always going to be meant for you, because everything that you want is in your field of vision. And if it is in your field of vision, you can have it. So if you can have it and you can obtain it, then why do you need to chase it? Imagine working at a warehouse where you get paid by the hour. Would you work super hard? Would you work as hard as you possibly can? Even though you're not getting paid on the work that you do, you are only getting paid by the hour that you work? No, that doesn't make sense. Because you're getting paid by the hour, so why would you work harder? Because you're not getting paid on the work. That doesn't make sense. Same thing goes with all the things that you want in life. If it is meant for you, if it is in your field of vision, you can have it, but you don't need to always be chasing it. You don't need to chase it 24/7. You don't need to chase it in a way where, oh, if I don't have this, then I'm not going to be good. Oh, if I don't have this, then I'm not going to be happy. Oh, if I don't have this, then my life will amount to nothing. No, that's not the case. When you are content and happy in your own life right now, at this moment, in the present, and you decide to work after something you want, that's when it works out. That is when everything falls into fruition. That is what I did for my own YouTube channel. Now listen, of course, a couple hundred subscribers might not be a lot to people, but keep in mind, it took 6 months to reach 100. That's because I was chasing it, keep on chasing it, trying to reach 100, trying to reach 1,000, and then I stopped. And then I took a different approach, and then I realized, listen, the subs don't matter as that much. Listen, I want to have more authentic subs than a more quantity of subs. So I stopped taking an approach where I'm chasing the subs, and I end up just making content, going lives, and then I end up reaching back-to-back 100 subs every single week. Because I stopped chasing it. Because if I wanted it, I can have it. I just had to work towards it and believe in it, but also be content where I am at. Because look, one of the most attractive quality traits you could ever have is to be content in yourself. Contentness could outdo looks, body, face, and height. Because one thing about contentness is that it cannot be faked. And contentness is not the same as perfection. Contentness is knowing that you have flaws, you have made mistakes, you might have done some things wrong, but you forgive yourself and you move past it for the sake of your happiness in the moment. And when you are happy in the moment and when you forgive yourself and you love yourself, you end up not chasing. Because you're so content in yourself that it makes no sense to chase anything else. Your happiness lies dormant within yourself, not anyone else, not all these other people, not all these other environments and all these other circumstances that you're in. The happiness lies within yourself, and you have acknowledged it, which makes you more attractive because you do not chase. So people are just naturally attracted to you because of your contentness. Because simply put, everyone else has their own stress, everyone has their own anxieties, their own mental health issues, their own dramas, their own burdens in life that weigh them down from time to time. But when they run into a person like you, who might have every reason in the world to be insecure, sad, depressed, but they have unlearned so many things from the past, they have forgiven themselves and others for their mistakes, and even though they're still not perfect, they have found peace and happiness through the imperfections that they possess, that makes you the most attractive person on the planet. The moment you stop caring and you start becoming is the moment you start attracting. It is never this sentiment where you always need to try, act, or do, because you simply are. And when you simply are, you simply attract what you are. And that's one rule you need to understand. You will always attract what level you are on. You will always attract the physical equivalent to whatever level you are on internally. If you tell yourself you are unworthy of love, or you can't have this because nobody believes in you, or you can't have this dream, or you can't have this opportunity, or you can't have this job, and you can't go to the school, you will never have it. Want to know why? Because of the I can'ts. You constantly tell yourself, I can't have this, and I can't do this, and I can't do this because of that, and I can't get here because I'm here, and I can't do this because I don't have this yet. The more I can'ts you tell yourself, the more your mind will believe it. Your mind is always a proving mind. Your mind is always a proving mind, which means that whatever you tell your mind, it will always get to work to prove it as correct, even if it is not. It doesn't matter what you tell your mind, false or truth, it will always try and prove it as correct, whatever you tell it. So when you tell your mind, hey, I can't do this because of that, and I can't do this because I'm not this, and I can't do that because I'm not here yet and I'm not there, your mind will always try and prove to you why that statement is true. But if you try and reverse it and say, hey, I can do this, I am built for this, I am cut for this, no matter what it is that happens to me, I can overcome it, I can make anything happen, I can accomplish my dreams, and any opportunity that is meant for me, it will come. Your mind will come to prove it. It is your subconscious mind that does the work. There are two parts to your mind, your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. Your conscious mind makes the decisions that you make every day. Hey, I want to do this, I want to do that, I like this, I don't like that, I agree with this and I disagree with that. Your subconscious mind does not have that differentiating ability. It simply takes everything as put. It is used as a sponge. So the more you consistently feed your mind, the more it will accept whatever you feed it. And you're probably watching this, you might be in a position where nothing's really working out, where you're super depressed, where you're down on your ass and you feel like nothing can change and nothing can get better. But the reason why is because of the habitual thought pattern that you have allowed to feed yourself. The reason why you're at rock bottom and the reason why you're depressed 24/7 is because you constantly feed your mind certain things that rehabilitate that depression or that state that you are in right now. Because if you're sad, right? Let's say you're sad and you tell yourself, hey, nobody likes me and nobody wants to be friends with me and nobody loves me and nobody wants to date me. You will end up meeting people, and the way that you tell yourself and the way that you talk to yourself, it will subconsciously make people not want to like you or not want to be friends with you or not want to take you seriously because of the way you talk to yourself in your mind. You subconsciously prove that those statements in the people that you meet, which then rehabilitates the thoughts that you have of, hey, nobody likes me and everyone thinks I'm weird and nobody wants to be friends with me and nobody takes me serious, which then ends up entering this whole cycle, which then rehabilitates your thought pattern, which then makes it even more concretely believed that you cannot get any better, or that nothing can change, or that in that example, nobody likes you and nobody wants to be friends with you. Your thoughts matter more than you think, and it's easy to break out of this cycle. If you tell yourself you're $1 million type of dude, you're a dude that deserves success, you're a dude that's willing to build wealth, you could end up building that wealth and putting yourself in the proper positions to build that wealth and become the person you're meant to be. If you tell yourself nobody likes you and nobody loves me and I can't be this and I can't be that, then you're gonna end up staying where you are and nothing is gonna change. If nothing changes up here in the mind, what is gonna change anything else in the reality and in the life that you live? Think about it. How come so many lottery winners, as soon as they win, they end up going broke in the next couple of years? Because yes, they got money, yes, they hit big, yes, they hit the jackpot, but did they have the mindset to uplift and maintain that money? No, but it's because of their mindset. It's because they probably put pleasure over fulfillment. They probably put pleasure over purpose. They probably did not have the mindset to maintain that money to begin with, which then made them become broke. So for some of y'all, you might be in such a bad position, but if you do not take a first step to at least trying to uplift your life with your mindset, then nothing can change outside in your external world. Look around you. Look at the phone, the TV, the tablet that you're watching this on right now. At one point, this was a mental image that someone brought into reality. And if someone could bring this into reality, imagine how much you could create in your own life. So to summarize everything that I said, you do not need to chase something that is already destined for you. You need to work towards it. I'm not going to tell you to not take any actions or not do anything at all. No, you definitely should be doing things, and you definitely should be taking steps towards being a better person or towards working towards those goals that you want. But you should not be doing things in order to get a certain outcome so that outcome can make you feel more happy or feel like this and feel more enjoyed. No, because simply put, that is never going to work. You are always going to be chasing. You will always be the donkey with the carrot on the stick, following the carrot but never getting a bite. You need to be happy first, be at peace first, love yourself first, and fully be content, and you will attract the opportunities and you will attract everything that is rightfully yours because it is your destiny. So do not chase, simply attract. And the best way to start attracting starts here. What you tell yourself up in your mind, it will believe regardless if it is false or truth. So tell your mind the best of the best and the greatest of all goods, and the greatest of all goods will come to you in life. I'm telling you, the law of attraction is real. You will always attract whatever you are and whatever level you are at. But we need to fix the level and fix our internal dialogue in order to experience the greatest goods and the best of life that we can have. So listen, man. You watched all the way to the end. I appreciate you. Hopefully you have a good day. Stay safe, stay out the way, and trust me, man, the law of attraction works. You just need to believe in yourself, and you need to be content in yourself, and everything will come. So listen, man, Chief Face, y'all stay safe, stay out the way, and one time, man, take it easy.